Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is cold outside, it is winter time. We just had snow here on the East Coast and I am craving a nice warm toasty soup. I can't wait to show this one to you guys. It is a keto Italian Tuscan soup. We're gonna get started right away. So I have an onion here in front of me. I'll include everything in the description below in terms of which ingredients I'm using and which portions it makes based on the amount of ingredients that you're using. So for this, I'm making about 2-3 portions. I have half an onion here. We are going to dice it. I'm just gonna take off the skin. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to slice this in half. This is the easiest way to dice an onion. All right. So now we're going to slice this down, just like this. Use a super sharp knife. You guys already know I love these knives by Global. They are so amazing. All right, so now that I've sliced, all we're gonna do is just chop like that. And look, easy diced pieces. We barely put in work into this. As you see, I'm not cutting all the way down. I am cutting most of the way down because this way, everything stays together, makes it so much easier to cut. All right, let me put this in a bowl so that we can get started on mincing our garlic. All right, now we're going to mince our garlic. So first thing we're gonna do is cut down like this. They're in slices first. I'm doing the mincing the lazy way. I am by no means a professional chef. This is just my lazy, easy way of doing this. All right. It does not have to be perfect. Am I the only one that feels like every time I mince garlic, like sometimes my knife skills are good and they decide to work. Sometimes it's like I have no idea how to use a knife. I've just done it this way always because this way I can guarantee at least it will be minced every time. You don't need to have any knife skills to do it like this. All right. That looks perfect. We can put this in the same bowl with the onions that we have. All right, so now that we have the onions and the garlic taken care of, we can start cooking our soup. We're doing this in one pot. We're not doing this in any other dishes. We're gonna start turning on our heat to about medium heat. And once that is nice and warm, I have some thick cut bacon that I have already diced, or not diced, but chopped. And then I have hot Italian sausage that I've already taken out of the casing. So this is nice and ready to go. All right, this is nice and hot. We don't need any oil for this because the bacon already has plenty of fat. That's why we are starting with the bacon. Let's just throw this right in here, get that cooking. And we're gonna cook this until it is nice and golden brown. You wanna make sure that the bacon that you're buying does not have any added sugar. Sometimes they add sugar, it's like maple glazed or like brown sugar bacon. You don't want any of that. We're doing this keto, this is low carb. We're on a diet, y'all. We're just trying to enjoy some nice warm soup with some bacon and some sausage. So no added sugar bacon. All right, we are cooking that down. All right, my bacon is nice and golden. Let's turn the heat off for a moment and we are gonna put this in a bowl so that we can get working on the Italian sausage. So I'm just going to take this out. Oh my God, look at how glistening and beautiful that is. Y'all, I love bacon. Okay, heat back on. That is on a medium heat. And again, the reason I spooned out the bacon is because I wanted to leave all that delicious bacon fat so that we can cook our Italian sausage. So it's already hot. You can just throw in that Italian sausage and start breaking it up immediately. We're gonna cook this for about 1 to 2 minutes. Just depends how high your heat is. This soup is meant to be a little spicy, and I like things on the spicier side. Of course, if you're not someone who likes super spicy, you do not have to use hot Italian sausage. You can use mild Italian sausage, regular Italian sausage, anything like that. Just the Italian sausage has that little tiny bit of sweetness. I make sure that I look at the packaging of anything that I buy, or if I'm at a butcher shop, that I know that they are not using a ton of added sugar to it. Just a little bit. It gives it that nice hint of sweetness that we need for this dish. It has been about 2 minutes that I've been cooking this. I'm gonna set this aside with the bacon, and we're gonna get started on the onions and the garlic. All right, I have taken out the sausage, and as you can see, there is quite a bit of oil in our pan. I am gonna take out some of the oil. We're still gonna leave some because we're gonna use it to saute the garlic and the onions, but we don't need this much oil in our pan. So just take a paper towel and dab it just a little bit. Let me go get a paper towel. All right, I have my paper towel here, and I am just dabbing this a little bit. Okay, perfect. See how much oil we have taken out already? All right, just take this and we're gonna set it aside in a bowl. It is really hot, so you just wanna make sure it cools down before you throw it in the trash. All right, again, in the same pot, I have my oil here. I have dabbed a little bit of the oil out. I have turned on my heat to low medium heat, and we are going to drop in our garlic and the onion, and we're gonna start sauteing it until it is nice and fragrant and the onion has started to look a little bit clear and golden. We're not trying to crisp up our onion. We're not trying to overcook the onion or the garlic, just until it is nice, fragrant, and translucent. You can see that our onion and garlic are getting that nice, beautiful color from the Italian sausage that we had earlier. Just keep stirring that. The reason we're gonna stir it kind of continuously is because you don't wanna burn the bottom. If you don't keep stirring it, then the bottom will get crispy, and then you'll have some crispy pieces and some overcooked pieces and undercooked pieces. And this way, everything is evenly cooked, everything is evenly mixed. We're gonna stir this for another 45 seconds. It is almost ready for the next step. All right, so our onions and garlic are done. They should look like this. That is perfect. And now, let's take our spoon out, just set that aside for a moment. We are going to add the star of our show. Of course, bacon is always the star of the show, but for this dish, the star of the show is sun-dried tomatoes. I have already chopped them. We are going to just add that in. All right, and then I have a mix of different seasonings here. I will include them, of course, in the description below, and we are just going to sprinkle that in. It is a mix of red pepper flakes, Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper. And let's give that a good stir. We're gonna saute this for another 1 to 2 minutes, just to let the flavor of the sun-dried tomato seep all the way through the onion. Guys, this is so beautiful. Look at that mix of color, the red and the yellow. This is such a vibrant soup. It is absolutely delicious. Like I said before, the Italians know what they're doing. I mean, that's why everyone's a fan of Italian food. They just such a nice mix of flavors and colors, and just completely beautiful, beautiful food. All right, it has been about a minute or two. What we're gonna do is we are going to add in our sausage and our bacon back into the pot. Give that a good stir. All right, perfect. And now I have some organic chicken broth here. Let's pour that in. Okay. Perfect, and let's stir this all up. When it comes to a simmer, we are going to lower the heat and then let this simmer for 30 minutes before we move on to the next step. So keep stirring until you see it starting to simmer. The soup already has such a beautiful, beautiful orange color. It smells absolutely delicious. All right, let that sit for a minute. I am gonna raise my heat just a little bit just to speed up the process of it beginning to simmer. All right, everyone, as you can see, it's starting to boil, so I am turning it down so that it can simmer. Start your timers for 30 minutes, and I will see you all in 30 minutes. All right, so this has been simmering for 30 minutes now. Gave that a good little stir. Now I'm gonna take my kale. I have some organic kale here. I have taken off the stem, so it is just the greens. And we're gonna throw this into our soup and let this simmer with the kale for 5 minutes. All right, that's in there. Turn the heat down a little bit. Perfect. Gonna cover it with the lid. Let's let it simmer for another 5 minutes. All right, it has been about 5 minutes now. We're gonna give this a quick stir. Okay, and then over here, I have some heavy cream and freshly grated Parmesan. Just gonna dump this right into the soup. Oh my God, that looks so delicious. Parmesan. All right, and let's give this a mix. Oh, that just looks so, so good. All right, and we're gonna let this simmer for like maybe a minute. We're just gonna wait for the kale to completely cook down and be wilted. We don't want it to be crunchy at all. Super soft. Ooh, guys, just like, I wish you could be here. This aroma is so good. And look at this beautiful, beautiful color. I mean, this is just delicious. Absolutely amazing. All right, this soup is done. Let's turn off our heat. I'm going to ladle this into a bowl and I cannot wait to try it. All right, guys, take a look at this. It looks so, so good. It's super creamy and just like this color is gorgeous. I cannot wait to try it. Gonna get a little bit of everything here. We're gonna get some of our bacon, the sausage, get a sun-dried tomato and some kale. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm just gonna say it. I outdid myself here. I mean, this is so good. It has just like that nice little hint of spice. and that Italian sausage and the bacon and the sun-dried tomatoes. Oh my God, this is just like the perfect dish on a cold day. Oh my God, I cannot wait for you guys to make this at home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.